50%. That is how much of your Mounjaro or Wegovy results the clinical trials show you will lose within 1 year of stopping the medication. Not eventually, within 12 months. And the trial data shows the rebound happens at 0.8 kilograms per month. That is nearly 2 pounds of weight regained every single month after your last injection. Your prescriber almost certainly did not tell you this. And that gap between what the trials show and what patients are told is exactly why I made this video. I'm Dr. Natalie Howard, Johns Hopkins-trained doctor of nursing practice. I work in metabolic medicine, and I want to talk to you today about something that doesn't get nearly enough attention. What actually happens to your body when you stop a GLP-1? The data is real. The rebound is real, and there is a way to prevent it. Let's get into it. So let's start with the numbers because they matter. The STEP-1 trial, that's the big Ozempic study, looked at what happened when patients stopped the medication. Within 28 weeks of stopping, that's just 7 months, they had regained over 40% of their lost weight. Not some of it, 40%. And for Mounjaro specifically, the SURMOUNT-4 trial showed more than half of the weight loss rebounded within a year of stopping. Half. Gone. And the rate of regain? About 0.8 kilograms per month. That's close to 2 pounds every single month after your last injection. Now, here's what I really want you to understand, and this is the part that nobody explains. This is not willpower. This is not failure. This is biology doing exactly what it was designed to do. When you are on a GLP-1, the medication is working on your hunger hormones. It is suppressing ghrelin. That is the hormone that makes you hungry, and it is amplifying your fullness signals. You eat less because the medication is literally managing those signals for you. When you stop, those signals come back. But here is the part that will genuinely surprise you. In a lot of patients, the hunger does not just come back to where it was before they started. It comes back stronger. Your body spent months in a calorie deficit, and it wants to compensate. So you are hungrier than you were before you ever started the medication. And at the same time, your metabolism slowed down during the weight loss. Your resting metabolic rate dropped. Your body got more efficient at running on less. That adaptation does not disappear when the medication stops. So now you have got a body that is burning fewer calories than before and hungrier than before, and the only thing that was managing both of those things is gone. That is why the rebound happens so fast. Before I get into what actually prevents this, I want to point you to something. I put together a free guide, 5 metabolic labs your doctor isn't ordering, that covers exactly which tests show you where your metabolic health stands right now. If you are on a GLP-1 or thinking about stopping one, these are the numbers you need to know. Download it free, link in the description. Now let's talk about the protocol. The rebound is not inevitable, but you have to build the protection in before you stop, not after. The first thing is muscle. This sounds simple, but it is the most important thing I can tell you. If you lost muscle during your GLP-1 treatment, and the research shows many patients do, your metabolism is already running slower than it should be. Every pound of muscle you lost means your body is burning fewer calories at rest every single day. So when the medication stops and hunger surges, your body is already at a disadvantage. The patients who protect their muscle during treatment through resistance training and hitting their protein targets have a much better outcome when they stop. This is why I keep coming back to resistance training and protein. It is not about aesthetics, it is about protecting your metabolic floor. The second thing is how you stop. There is a big difference between stopping cold and tapering down slowly. A study from the 2024 European Congress on Obesity looked at patients who tapered their semaglutide dose down to 0 over 9 weeks, really gradually while getting support on exercise and eating. After 6 months of being completely off the medication, their weight was still stable. Compare that to the STEP-1 patients who stopped abruptly and lost 40% of their results in 7 months. The way you stop matters as much as the decision to stop. The third thing is monitoring your labs after you stop, specifically your fasting insulin and your HOMA-IR. Those two numbers tell you whether your insulin resistance is creeping back up. If it is, that is not a crisis, but it is a signal that your body needs more support. Catching it early is everything. Look, the GLP-1 rebound is real and the data is clear, but it is not something that just happens to you. It happens to people who stop without a plan. Build your muscle during treatment. Taper slowly. Watch your labs after. Your results are worth protecting. Drop your question below. Are you thinking about stopping your GLP-1? What's your plan? I read everything, and that free lab guide is in the description. It's a good place to start. The next video is right there on your screen.